In Congress, Max will be tough on illegal immigration. He will be strong on crime, as strong as you can get. He will stand up to China, and he will protect Ohio jobs just like I did.
All right, how about that? That was former President Donald Trump speaking about our next guest at his rally over the weekend, about 40 miles outside of Cleveland, Ohio, on Saturday. So let's bring in Ohio congressional candidate Max Miller. That's who the president was there to endorse formally on Saturday. Max, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So I've got to ask you, first, I just want to catch everyone up. You're running against a current member, Republican member of Congress, Anthony Gonzalez. He was one of the 10 GOP House members who voted for impeachment a few months ago. What kind of reaction have you gotten now, a couple days after that Saturday rally?
The momentum on the ground has been contagious. I mean, it really is. The tension on the ground is palpable in terms of, my constituents. They want Anthony Gonzalez to be unseated from Congress. He not only betrayed him with his vote for impeachment, then he doubled, tripled, quadrupled down with his vote on the January 6th commission. But even after that, he voted to give amnesty to millions of illegal immigrants. The people in this district know that he's a rhino, and they want him out. And we're seeing this momentum. We're seeing it in the small dollar donations going to votemaxmiller.com, and we're excited.
All right, so Max, we had President Trump on the show on Friday, a day before the rally on Saturday there, and I asked him, I said, what is he looking for in any candidate before he endorses that candidate? Take a listen.
Anybody that voted for the impeachment hoax doesn't get it, but there weren't too many of them, and I think most of them are being, if not all, they're being primaried right now, so that's good. I'll be helping their opponent. But I feel that just somebody that's very, very, doesn't have to necessarily agree with me on everything, but somebody that's really capable and can get the job done.
All right, so I looked at the numbers this morning. President Trump's endorsement means a lot. He is 128-2 in races for candidates that he's endorsed. So the odds are very much in your favor. What does his endorsement mean to you?
Donald J. Trump's endorsement, President Trump's endorsement, is the most powerful endorsement in politics that anyone has ever seen. If anyone tells you any different, they're flat out wrong. And as you just said, the vast majority, if not almost 100% of everyone that he endorses goes on to victory. And he's backing me. President Trump endorsed me because he knows in Congress I'll fight to finish his border wall, stop illegal immigration, end the reckless spending, defund critical race theory, and continue fighting to put America first. That's why he endorsed me. I mean, I've been loyal to that man for the past 5.5 years. I've always had his back. He's always had mine. And you see that, and that's why one of his first rallies, well, his first rally back was in Ohio, because he recognizes Ohio's 16th congressional district deserves a fighter, and I am that fighter.
Max Miller, good luck to you in your primary race. Quickly, what was it like on Saturday? You know, we got used to these rallies while he was running, and then, of course, while he was president. He never stopped throughout 4 years. What was it like? Was it good to have the former president back?
It was unbelievable. I mean, it was just, look, it brought back a lot of feels for me, being with the boss for that long and then seeing the same tight-knit crew that we always had. But, I mean, there were thousands and tens of thousands of people. The support for President Donald J. Trump is still here on the ground. And believe me, if that man decides to run again, not only will he secure the nomination, he'll be back in the White House in 2024 and be the 45th president as well as our 47th.
Yeah, I read somewhere that there were 30,000 people out there. This is unprecedented to have a former president who's just 5 months out of office holding rallies and getting that kind of response. We've never seen something like this, certainly not in modern history. Max Miller, good luck to you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.